Good morning. So today is the first day of my electives rotation, and basically what happens in electives is it's an opportunity for us to pick out a few areas of our interest, and we can do clinical or ward duty in that topic. So we actually started picking electives back in second year. We had a preset day and time when the portal would open up for elective selection, and I gotta tell you guys, it was super stressful because it was really competitive. There were definitely a few electives that were much more desired than others, and you can see that there is a really large catalog of possible options you can choose from. So I have my electives ready to go, but even then you can see that many of my elective choices ended up being denied, or I had to cancel them because they just didn't work out with the rest of my elective schedule. So yeah, it was definitely a bloodbath out there. So for this week, I'm starting off with a 1-week elective in endocrinology, and now heading over to orientation in another building. So we'll see how it goes. Bye! So I went to the clinical sciences building, took the elevator up to the 9th floor, and that's because that's where the division of endocrinology is located, and this is where I'm going to meet the rest of the team. So I met the endocrinology fellow, who's basically the chief resident on the team, as well as a few other residents, and I was assigned 2 patients to start off with to see and follow up on, so I got to work. After that, I was asked to do a consult, so I headed over to the emerge area. Then about 2 hours to 2.5 hours later, we met up at the conference room back on the 9th floor to do our paper rounds. Then it was time to head over to the medical student and resident lounge to grab a quick bite. This is my first time going to the lounge here at the university where I was doing my elective. So here's a little walk around through to see what it looks like. We've got a seating area here with really comfy couches. We've got a refrigerator, microwaves, a hand wash basin, and then we have a workstation here with computers. I will say that the computers are definitely on the old-fashioned side, as they still have those squarish rectangular display monitors for computers. If you walk over to this corner, we have this video conferencing room. And then if you walk over to this other side to the left, I presume this seems to be some sort of room for scrubs, and then the washrooms as well. So I sat down in the lounge after eating to finish off some notes and my consult's letter. Hello, so we are finished our first day of endocrinology elective. This elective is focused primarily on the management of diabetes. And so what I did was I followed a few patients on the ward and I did a consult. So I think the day went pretty well. Tomorrow I'll be in clinic, so we'll see how that day goes tomorrow then. And until then, have a great day. Good morning. Oh, it's pretty rainy this morning. This morning and afternoon I'll be in the clinic for my endo elective, or the endocrinology elective. And now heading over to the clinic, so let's see what it looks like. So clinic today is located at a different building than from the hospital where I had a ward duty yesterday. What I do really like about this elective is that because it's located on the university campus, a lot of the different parts, so clinic, ward duty, they're all very close to each other. So here is me walking into the building where clinic is going to be, and it's actually connected on the inside to the university hospital, so when you walk over, you don't have to walk outside at all. So I walk up to the 3rd floor where I'm going to find the clinic area, and I'm going to 3B Medicine Clinic, where the endocrinologists work out of for their clinic days. Alright, we made it to the clinic successfully and didn't get lost, so that's a big win. And right now I'm waiting for my preceptor to arrive, and I'm actually really excited for today because my preceptor happens to be also my principal investigator for a research project I was doing back in second year on endocrinology and pituitary hormones. So it'll be nice to be able to do an elective and learn lots in today's endocrinology clinic. We'll see how it goes. So what was interesting about endocrinology clinic was that there wasn't a main office area for the endocrinologists to all sit together. Instead, the rooms served as their office as well as the meeting area for the patients. Okay, so we're finished clinic today. Went super well, was super chill, saw lots of patients. So I was mentioning earlier how I really like the buildings being connected together, and you can walk in the inside, so this is one of the hallways that connects the clinic to the main hospital. So on the third day of my elective, my preceptor was super generous and got us a Greek lunch, so that was really nice and hot and delicious. After I finished my day for the elective, it was time to get ready for performance with the HeartChords Medical School Orchestra for the patient immersion experience. So I got changed, and here is a fit check for my outfit for the performance. Then it was time to get a quick practice in before the performance. If you think you know the piece I'm playing, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts, but I think you'll figure out when you hear the next bit for sure. After the performance, you guys know I'm all for the free food, so I enjoyed the widespread they had here at the event. Hello! So today's my second last day of my endocrinology elective. It's a 1-week elective, so I have today and tomorrow left. And so far, I've really enjoyed my time here. The vibes are immaculate. First of all, the residents are super chill and they're super nice. And the attending is always trying to find ways for me to get engaged and for me to learn and to really work through the steps and the management of different kinds of diabetes on the ward, and also with the preceptors I've been with so far in clinic. They've been very supportive and they give me lots of opportunities to practice my history taking and to go through different kinds of metabolic disorders. Today was a bit different in the sense that I had ward service in the morning, so I was on the ward seeing patients, doing consults, and then this afternoon I was supposed to go to clinic, except my preceptor didn't have any patients. So I ended up not going to clinic, even though I talked to the reception and tried to figure out if my preceptor was going to come in, which in the end wasn't the case. So I came back onto the ward here to finish off some discussion and handovers with the residents and the other medical student. Anyways, that's my little update for endocrinology so far. I'm looking forward to tomorrow as well, and then we'll see you for the next elective. Bye! So another great thing about this elective was I was able to go home at a time where there was still sunlight in the day. That being said, of course, our days are getting longer since we are in springtime, and so I was able to soak up some sun, get some much needed vitamin D, and after my nice little outdoor walk, I headed over to the LRT to go home, rest up, and get ready for my last day of my endocrinology elective. Hello, so today's my last day of my endocrinology elective, and as a parting gift, my team gave me a monofilament, which is super nice of them. So basically what a monofilament does, it tests for neuropathy or nerve damage in a patient with diabetes. And so how you use this is you turn it and then you pop out the monofilament. So here it is, the monofilament. And then normally what you would do is you would find an area on the patient that they're able to still feel sensation, and then you ask them to remember that sensation. Then you ask them to close their eyes, and then you apply the monofilament to different areas of the feet. And then if they're able to feel a sensation, they say yes, or if they don't, they say no. So it's a really good tool to have when it comes to evaluating neuropathy in patients with diabetes. So it was a nice little gift from the team. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this content and would like to watch more similar content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye!